Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game. I mean, he has been everywhere.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's LeBron. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go. LeBron's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Cavs. The Lakers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Lynn the pass to Johnson. Left side, Bryant. Back to Johnson. He feeds it to Lynn. Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Waiter's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass. He used his strength there to get into the post without much of a fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think they've got to muscle up on him a little more. Do a better job next time in there.
Now here's Johnson. Lynn kicks to Bryant. With some arc, the basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. On the wing, Irving. He dishes it to Love. Now the feed to Varejao. Excellent D there from Hill. Now Lynn. Johnson outside with the shot. He goes up again, and Bryant finishes inside. Kobe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Lynn against Irving. Dishes it to Varejao. LeBron outside. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And so it's the Lakers with it. Bryant drives in. Here's Lynn. Here's Hill. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He'd like them to concentrate on their transition game to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. Also, he was just as passionate when he told them that they needed to put everything they have into their offensive rebounding. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Cav, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris. Lakers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated, putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. With LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the clout of his championship rings. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Lin with it. He's picked up by Irving. Lin dishes to Bryant. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Love.
Well, when Kobe speaks, people listen. That was the case last year when he revealed his all-time starting five, and he did not place himself in the lineup. Interesting.
Look at who Kobe did put in there. Magic and Jordan, you know, the guards. Bird at the three with Russell and Kareem down low. Not really a lot you could argue with about that particular group, Steve.
No, it's one of the things I love about Kobe. He's got a great reference in a historical perspective of the NBA, and it shows, Kevin, how much he reveres that era.
Bryant hits them both.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. He's got 24 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Outside, Lin feeds to Hill. On the wing, Johnson shoots the three. And again, the Lakers no good.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor. Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket. Well, Anderson Varejao staying relatively healthy last season. That's to say he only missed 17 games. That's a far cry from his previous 3 seasons where he played a total of just 81 games.
And Varejao, Steve, has shown flashes of all-star caliber production at the center position. It's been his injuries that have really held him back.
Yeah, it's good to see him able to remain on the court for most of the season. Tough year for the Cavs last year record-wise, but Varejao, for him, a step in the right direction health-wise.
LeBron against Johnson, out to the wing. Outside Irving. Back to Varejao. Cleveland moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Lin with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Here's Kobe.
Cavaliers foul. That's his second.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
And that one falls for Bryant. And Kobe drops them both.
You know, it's no secret that the Lakers were really terrible last year. There's no other way to say it. From everything that could have gone wrong, actually did. Murphy's Law on full display.
Irving passes to Love. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For a historical perspective on the Lakers, guys, last year was their worst season since they moved out to L.A. from Minnesota back in 1960.
And they vowed to get back, however, and I believe them. I mean, this isn't a franchise that has a history of being passive when it comes to improvement.
That free throw good from Kevin Love.
The Cavs just never really built any consistency last year for long stretches, and You know, when that happens, it's hard to get wins away from home.
Both free throws good from Love. Cleveland, as you said, struggling on the road last year, only 14 road wins. That's not going to cut it. Lynn kicks to Bryant. And the pass to Boozer. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Boozer's got 8 points.
The turnaround jumper. That was a thing of beauty.
Cleveland leading by 20. Well, a big part of the problem for Cleveland last year was talent on the roster, so you can assume things will be different. Clark on the road for him this season.
Things are going to be different in a lot of ways as long as LeBron is leading the way. And they'll be on the same page. He'll make sure of that. So look for a lot different outcomes in Cleveland.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now. Los Angeles having lots of trouble defending against James.
He's got 21 points and 1 steal.
He's making such good decisions with his passing and also being aggressive and getting to the line by drawing fouls.
Well, that's an excellent combo to have, I'll tell you that.
That one is off.
Well, LeBron said last season that he just couldn't see leaving the Heat. But I guess he came around. The championship foundation in Miami, but some cracks started to show, and now he's back in Cleveland.
Young's checked in for the Lakers. Sean Marion is checked in for Cleveland. So he comes up empty, missing both. And for LeBron, Clark, you think from a competitive standpoint it might have made sense for him to leave Miami?
I don't know if it was driven by competitive reasons, quite honestly. I mean, with the new luxury tax, it had gotten harder for the Heat to add talent to that superstar core. You know, on the Cavs side, LeBron can command the max and play with some younger up-and-coming players who are a relative bargain on their rookie contracts. But I think it went deeper than that. I think it really was about the pull of Northeastern Ohio being stronger than any other considerations for him and his family.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lynn dishes to Young. Back to Lynn, 14 feet away. The shot, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Young outside. To the inside. Stolen by Waiters. He kicks it to Love. Back to Waiters. Rebound by Kobe. Kobe's got 6 rebounds in the game. Irving with it. 27 points for him. Here's Love. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Had so much space there. The defense really not showing him the respect. You can see his eyes get wide.
Lynn the pass to Bryant. Back to Lynn. And here's Young from the arc. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Cleveland's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Irving attacking. LeBron outside. Back to Irving. Marion setting the pick for Irving. 6 to shoot. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The Lakers have gone 7 of 13 in the 3rd quarter so far, just above 50%. James against Young. Back to Lynn. Passes it to Young. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Here's Irving. The dish now to Waiters. The wide open look for Love. And another three for Cleveland.
An unusual skill set for a big man. The long-range shot gives you such good spacing offensively.
Lynn kicks to Boozer. Irving against Lynn. The drive by Bryant. Again, Los Angeles.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Outside Irving. Pass to LeBron. Love with the screen on Young. The shot is off. Hill with some nice D. Lakers have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Shots good by Kobe.
He has not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
LeBron kicks to Love. Inside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Randall's checked in for Hill. Davis comes in for Carlos Boozer. And Nash is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Then for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Miller comes in for Waiters. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Nash. He's got 6. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Dellavedova. Cleveland moving the ball around. The drive by James. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
8 seconds on the shot clock. 8.
Six on the shot clock. Miller outside. Shoots the 3. Here's Marion. And finally they hit one. Marion's got 7.
Well, it's plays like that. Hustle plays on the glass and then staying with it, being active. It really caused some problems for that defense.
Now, here is Young. He's got 7. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Still Lakers ball. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 11.
Outside, Kobe. And yes, sir, that one drops. Kobe's got 14 points here in the second half.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
A lot of strange things happened last season, but one of them was having a playoff bracket with no Laker presence.
Well, don't expect that to happen very, very often. I mean, it's rare when that is the case. It's been a while since they were completely left out of the playoff picture, and that's not going to be the norm going forward.
59 seconds left in the third. James a screen on Nash. Here's Dellavedova, defended by Nash. Miller against Kobe. And it's Miller penetrating. 5 on the clock. The baseline jumper goes down. Miller's got his 3rd bucket of the night. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Nash. 6 points for him. Davis setting the pick for Nash. Nick Young on the wing. Puts one up from 19. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
LeBron dishes to Marion. Back to LeBron. From 12 feet out, again the Cavaliers score.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Good if it goes. Can't hit. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cavaliers on top, delivering the blowout. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, John Lucas out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Haywood, and it's Miller in at the small forward. Now here's Nash. Kelly passes to Davis. Kicks to Kelly. Here's Sacre. He's guarded by Thomas. Sacre dishes to Nash. Second chance shot, and he knocks down the jumper. Nash has got the fourth quarter started here with buckets for Los Angeles. Well, Cleveland shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Pick by Haywood. Dellavedova kicks to Lucas. Here's Dellavedova. That is good.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Here's Henry. Pass to Nash.
Analytics has become a huge part of the NBA, and one element of that jumps out at me is basically the cameras that track every movement of every player and can provide info on when exactly a player gets tired to how much of their time on the floor they are actually running instead of standing around.
And back to the camera system you were talking about, some teams using it more than others, but they are starting to find and use all sorts of data, Steve, from those cameras.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear how different teams are using that technology. Some teams use it to check on the club's spacing. They'll see how many times a guy is dribbling the ball compared to the season before. That's what the Celtics did with Rondo. It's really interesting. It's a tremendous amount of data to process, but the trick is, making it work, making it mean something.
The Lakers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, a tough season for Steve Nash last year. Injuries limiting him to only a few games, and now in his 40s, it's looking like this might be his last go-round.
Now, here's Nash. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And stolen by Miller. Left side, Miller. Here's Thomas, banked in off the glass. And here's Nash. He feeds it to Henry. There's the pick. Johnson for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And for Steve Nash, the last couple seasons, issues with his hip, hamstring, a fractured leg, and then nerve damage. It's been tough sledding.
Yeah, it really has been, and it's a product of a long Hall of Fame career, and the body inevitably starts to wear down. I mean, it's tough, but I understand his motivation to finish his career on his terms, especially after all the work he's put in to get him back on the court. But sometimes the storybook ending you desire just doesn't come to be.
Guys, it seems like the league has been pretty forward-thinking, willing to embrace changes over time, always trying to improve the game. And I think, they actually changed the competition committee over the last couple of years. It used to be every general manager. Now it's made up of 3 owners, 3 general managers, 3 coaches, and a player, which I think is a much more manageable group to work with.
And he sinks the second. And with that new NBA competition committee, the league was hoping to create a more nimble leadership group to consider various initiatives.
And, I think the culture of the NBA has been open to innovation in new things, new ways of doing things, new thinking, all in an effort to improve the game. And to me, that's what it's about.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Robert Sacre. At the line for one.
The free throw off from Sacre.
Robert Sacre, a powerful 7-footer, likes to operate on that left block where he's got a combination of a right-hand hook and also that turnaround jump shot. So he's got some options.
Here's Dellavedova. Now Haywood inside. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Johnson.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Nash drives in. The fadeaway. Here's Kelly. Tries again. He lays it in. Sacre's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
And Sacre, not a great shooter. He looks to stay around the rim.
Yeah, and while he plays with a lot of energy, Kevin, he's not the most explosive guy, so I expect him to continue to keep working on that touch and his ability to finish.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Lucas kicks to Thomas. He dishes it to Dellavedova. The feed now to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Johnson with the block, but they recover it. And another miss by Cleveland.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
In the corner, Henry with it. Out to Nash. From the arc. And he gets it to go.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Here's Dellavedova. Miller outside. Here's Haywood. Hits the close-range jumper.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots and typically good things happen.
Nash, the pass to Johnson.
Well, the old days of the dollar-for-dollar luxury tax are gone. The new, more punitive luxury tax really changing the way the league does business. Teams like the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics, high-revenue teams, they're not nearly as willing to go into that tax anymore. So it really has kind of leveled the playing field.
Cleveland leading by 23. Now Lucas dishes it to Dellavedova. Picked by Haywood. Miller kicks to Dellavedova. Feeds to Lucas. Cleveland moving it around. Lets it go with the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. On the wing, Johnson. And they will call over the back on the play.
Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over-the-back call.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Robert Sacre. Boozer comes in for Ryan Kelly. Bryant is checked in for Xavier Henry. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Steve Nash. Irving attacking. And another miss by Cleveland. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Hill sets the screen for Lin, and they call an illegal screen here.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
The Cavaliers leading by 23. LeBron with it. Raiders on the wing. Now the pass to Varejao. It's stolen by Hill. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Kobe's got the ball. Here's Lynn. Off the left rim and out. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Kobe against Waiters. Outside Irving. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Irving's got 31.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Bryant. It's blocked. Waiters against Johnson. Waiters dishes to Irving.
Well, guys, maybe the most important play in the NBA that isn't really tracked at all is the screen. A good one can make a huge difference in creating a high percentage shot, but it's a play that so often goes overlooked.
Hill, a screen on Irving. Kobe attacking. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Bryant.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
The Cavaliers leading by 23. Irving sets a screen for James. The leaner inside. Nice touch on the bank shot. James has got 25 points in the game. And screens, Clark, getting more attention with modern scouting. The old stats look at the outcome of a play, make, a miss. It's like evaluating chess by only the checkmate.
No, I agree. I mean, you start to dig deeper and get to other layers of how you analyze the numbers and how that affects how you game plan to discover the tendencies of players. And all of that you're doing in an effort to become more successful.
Now Irving. After Jeremy Lin's three-pointer that didn't go. Verajao with a screen on Lin. Love kicks to Irving. 5 to shoot. Passes it to LeBron. Another miss by LeBron.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
Hill, no good. Now here's Waiters. Outside Irving. On the wing, James. Back to Irving. Another shot, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
What a great game for Love in this one. He's got 10 rebounds and 2 rejections. What a force he's been in the paint.
Now, he's gotten himself into the air so often to block shots and rebound. He's really controlled that area.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hill. Ryan Kelly comes in for Boozer. Nick Young's checked in for Johnson. And it's Nash in for Jeremy Lin.
Well, it started about a decade ago, but you would have to say that although the best players in the league might be wingmen, this generation is known for its point guard. There are a bunch of great ones out there, and that's pretty cyclical when you talk about the positions of dominance across the league throughout its history. It's been point guards, big guys, wingmen, and right now I think point guards are right there at the top of the heap.
Point guard, definitely a position where you can point to any number of players and say, Steve, they are the best player on their team.
Well, and what's funny is that there are so many different types still. I mean, pure playmakers, scoring guards, do-it-all kind of guys. But, you know, now if you don't have a point guard who's one of your better players, your team is going to be at a big disadvantage most nights.
And so Young nails them both.
You know, there's always a lot of nicknames in the NBA. I loved what became of Nick Young last year in L.A. All of a sudden, he dubbed himself Swaggy P, and it caught on. And it seemed like the whole league kind of loved watching him play and referring to him by that nickname.
Young, right side. He kicks to Nash. Back to Young. Lots of room. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got 3 assists in the game.
And Nick Swaggy Young, they call him, Swaggy P, never swaggier than last season. The top scoring rate of his career and some of the best efficiency as well. He has some huge nights.
Miller, no up.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Nash the pass to Sacre. Nash kicks to Kelly. And Young, a good ball handler. He can get his shot whenever he wants.
And that's often, Kevin. Don't expect a lot of assists from him. This is a guy who, when he touches the ball, it's going up. The big story from last year was that the NBA finally was able to come to an agreement with the Silna brothers. They were owners from the ABA who had a huge stake in the media rights of the NBA.
And he makes the first. Well, the Silna brothers out of St. Louis, they own the St. Louis franchise, and when the ABA and NBA merged, they cut a deal to get about 2% of the NBA's TV revenue with no end in sight.
And Kevin, one of the greatest deals in the history of deal making across all industries is that deal the Silna brothers were able to cut, but it has finally been negotiated away. And with the way the NBA has become a global phenomenon with televisions across the globe, that was the best deal, as I just said, ever made. I'm happy they were able to put a cap on that deal for the owners that are now in the NBA.
And I'd like to make the announcement now. We're changing our names. That's Clark Silna. I'm Kevin Silna. Goodbye, everybody. Now here's James. There's the bucket. Good. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
Here's Lynn. Right side, Bryant. Baseline jumper. That's good on the jump shot. Kobe's got 34.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Outside Irving. Now the dish to LeBron. Varejao setting the pick for James.
Well, you know, this last draft class was one that had been hyped up for such a long time with the big names, primarily Wiggins, Parker, and Embiid, all being viewed as potential franchise players. I'm not quite sure of that, but they certainly are tremendous talents. A lot of teams knew that, and it became a bit of the race to the bottom for some franchises.
Here's Young, following the basket by LeBron James. Floats one, shot's good from Young. Young's got 13 points in the second half.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to him.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And you see the contributions from the role players on the team. And, boy, what a game it was for Kyrie Irving. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see. He was a difference maker.
Well, Steve, you were a general manager in the NBA and NBA coach now, but you know that teams that know they're not going to make the playoffs will play younger players as opposed to perhaps some veterans, giving those younger players time to develop, maybe not necessarily securing wins, but certainly securing experience for those kind of players.
Well, securing experience and then also securing a high draft pick. And obviously, you know, you have to get lucky and hit on a star player at some point. But I think it's the preferable method for teams to go that route these days rather than to just hang around the middle of the league in mediocrity.
Here's Dellavedova. Lets it go from 11, and it's off the back rim. No good. LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Lynn kicks to Young. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Here's Dellavedova. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron fans obviously love seeing both you and Kobe on the floor out there competing. What does it mean to you in a game like tonight?
It means a lot to go against him. That's somebody I idolized when I was in high school, and to be on the same floor with him, 2 times a year is great. He's one of the best of all time, still one of the best in this league today, and it's always good going against someone that you know is going to compete every possession.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.